Goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Monday, down, 180. 51. All right, T, let's check. All right, T. Check. Lucky.
This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike's 47. Here we go.
Throwing now is Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 2nd and 10, Flacco airing it out for Hamilton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
And now here come the Raiders. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Down and 6.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man, complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Regular.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Shocking! Red!
On first down, Flacco. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and short. And again, it's Flacco to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Walk 54. You're over here.
Throw left side, it's reeled in by Hamilton. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Watch tight end. Roger, 5-0. Check three. 36. Topper. We got it. 51.
Once more, it's Flacco. And down he goes. goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. Third and long for Joe Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Denver.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 39 yards there. A big one.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
McManus's point after is good. And it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Well, week 1 finally wrapping up here tonight, but more football coming your way Thursday night. It'll be the Buccaneers and Panthers in an early season NFC South battle in Charlotte. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Locke. On the move to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, set. 18, Gator. 50 the mic. Better bring it. You better. Hey, orbit. Let me know right now.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First down, Broncos.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Lock. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit. Pilot, 64, reach. Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton, 39 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go. Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Check 43. Right Monday down.
Here's Carr to throw. Bust through the tackle. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Here we go again. Hey, 734.
To throw his Carr. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Raiders, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, you don't want none.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, Delta. Mike 34, Mike 34. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 34 is the Mike. 34 is the Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 93. Check Mike 34. Mike 34. Go, go, go. Mike 34. Mike 34. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot. 34 is the Mike. 34. Check him. Check him. Come on. Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34. Mike 34. Let's go, D.
Carr going to throw. And that's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
29.
Snap comes at one, and it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Now how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Shoot. Cut.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Keeps himself upright. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good. Give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. To throw it is Locke, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it, and got his man, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 76 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Raiders 13. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get...
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Raider 1.
Mike 34. Mike 34.
Stop your whining.
Check. Who's right feet? Fresno. Hey, Raider 2.
34 is the mic.
Hey, high 7.
Go. Hey, check Mike 34.
On first down, Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Go! 70, Indy. 54.
Who that?
Snap.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Clelin Ferrell brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Monday.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Lad! Ready!
Check. Watch 54.
Let's go, Kenny. High!
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he's got some space here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down, Broncos.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Flacco. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Markel Lee came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Flacco from midfield. Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out for Hamilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Here's Locke. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cleveland Farrell and the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
6-18.
Shotgun now for Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
6:37. 27 Mike. 27 Mike. Mike. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing now is Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Locke now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From his linebacker spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Go! Five!
To try again after the sack. Lock. Sanders has it over the middle.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Broncos on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Locke to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Locke to throw for it on 4th. He's got his tight end Fant, and down inside the 15 he goes. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Bravo!
A red zone first down for Flacco. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Quick the edge. Go.
Raider 9.
Check back 30.
Smooth.
34. Watch one.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep left side. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
Here's Lindsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in the preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hurry up.
Operating off play action, Flacco. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Flacco. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's Jacobs. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got one.
Easy. Kill.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Easy. Kill.
Check back 34.
Carr now to throw. Now he's forced out, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Von Miller make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Dad! Ready!
Watch number 5. Watch number
5-0.
3.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down, it's Lindsey, and he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Broncos on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Orbit.
59 Mike. Check.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And the Raiders have got him. Brandon Marshall in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around.
And he's going to go down again. Tahir Whitehead, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Hey, exit. Hey.
I got you. Mike, check. 59.
Locke gonna go on 4th down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tahir Whitehead, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
White down. Whitey. White Monday.
Watch the run.
Carnell on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check him.
White Monday down. 7:34.
Mike 34. Tighten up. Pull it together. 34 is the mic.
Hey, wahoo.
What we got?
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And this is caught at the end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike 5-4. I got one.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Broncos, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.